Hello student, welcome back to the English class, and today I'm going to take grammar. And in the writing section of the grammar, you might have seen in the syllabus that I had sent you that under the functional grammar we have to cover certain topics, and today we are going to take the first topic, that is the tenses. So here we go. So today we are going to learn about tenses. So first of all, let us learn what is tenses. So tenses are generally the relationship between the time and action. Tenses make us understand that what was the time of the action. So with respect to the present time. Suppose yesterday I did something, I need a certain type of structure or certain type of verb to explain someone that the action took place yesterday, or maybe tomorrow I'm going to do something, so I need again different type of verb form to explain that something is going to happen tomorrow. So tenses tell us the time of the action with respect to the present time. So every day we do some actions or something happens around us. For example, here butterfly sucking nectar, the sun is rising here, the sun is surfing in the sea. We used to do different types of actions. So the action that is done now, after a few minutes, that will become the action in the past. Or maybe in the few coming minutes, I am going to do something else. So in this way, we can divide the tenses in the three categories, we say present tense, past tense, and future tense. So again, these present, past, and future can be divided in the more subcategories. And these, if we talk about present tense, so here the simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Similarly, past tense is the simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. And simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous tense. So in this way, these make all 12 tenses that we are going to learn. So here we proceed further. First of all, we are going to start with the present tense, and in the present tense, to take a simple present tense. So simple present tense, first we'll learn about the uses of the simple present tense. So universal truth, to explain the universal truth. Explain the universal truth means anything that always happen and that is always true. For example, the sun rises in the east. So it's always true, the sun rises in the east. There may be something more, that could be a universal truth, that man is mortal. Other thing, routine work that we regularly used to do, that we do routinely. I go to school. This has always happened. It's with you, okay. So that is routine work can also be explained in simple present tense. To express regular or habitual action. So he eats apple for his breakfast. So that may be habitual actions, or you brush your teeth in the morning. These are the habitual actions. Scientific fact can also be explained or can be expressed in simple present tense, like ice melts on heating. So every time you heat up ice, it melts and become water. So these are the scientific facts. And even to narrate a story or some historical event, you can use simple present tense. So these are the usage of the simple present tense. Now we are going to talk about the verb forms. So what this is the main thing. The two things you have to learn, which are the basic in learning the tense, is the time of action, and second is form of the verb. So when you talk about the form of the verb, so we must know that in a sentence you will find a subject and the verb, and these two are very important. Verb is the more important. Without verb, we cannot form any sentence. And subjects are also very important. So these are the group of the subject. You can see I, we, you, they, and plural. Other subject plural maybe girls, maybe boys, maybe people. So that will also come in this group. So I, we, you, they, and plural subjects is one group. And here you can see he, she, it, and singular. Singular may be a name of the girl, like say Sita, or boy, let's say Pawan, or even a single. Okay, so these are the second. This you have to remember. This is one group of verb and this is another group of verb. I'm just going to tell about the next slide. So here with this group of verb, we will use first form of the verb. First form of the verb means generally the verbs remain in the first form. If you say go, it's a first form, and if you say write, it's a first form. But again, they are in a first form, but they are singular and plural. Singular and plural. So if we say go, so go is in a plural form. Generally, it's remain in the plural form. So you can make a go as a singular if you add s or es to a verb that become singular. Just opposite to the noun. So this is goes. So goes is a singular. So these generally they are plural. This is also plural. This could also be plural or singular both. Here it's a plural. This is singular only. So this is exceptional you can say because it's the first person. So with these set of subject we use first form of the verb and that is also plural. Go or say. This is your plural form. And he, she, it is singular. We use first form of the verb, but we will use s or es with them. Let's say it's a goes, it becomes goes. It's a says, it becomes says. Okay. So he says, but I say. Okay, we will see more example later on. So next I'm just talking about this group of the subjects as I said you. Now this group of the subject I, we, you, they in plural, I will treat them as a case 1 subjects. Later on when I am explaining I may use this term case 1 subject. So when I say case 1 subject you should understand that it's I, we, you, they in plural. And he, she, it's a singular, this I will call as a case 2 subjects. So whenever I say case 2 subjects, so you should understand that it is he, she, it and singular. Okay, so proceeding further, now we are going to see some examples of the simple present tense. So they buy vegetable. They buy vegetable. Now that means this is a routine work. You can say, okay, if someone every day buy vegetable, so we can say they buy vegetable. So type of action that means is a routine one, a regular one that happens. Now just watch the verb buy. Is it singular or plural? It's a singular. No, it's a plural. Okay, they buy. So because the subject is a plural, so that's why it's a buy. Now we'll take next example, and this is the sun rises in the east. So this is a singular verb. I said if you add s or es, so that becomes singular. So the sun rises, because sun is singular, so it take rises. First form, but singular form. The sun rises in the east. You have to remember this. Okay, the next, the water boils. It's an uncountable noun, and uncountable noun takes singular verb only. So the water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Now next, she sings. Again, it's a singular, so the verb is also singular. She sings. Now they walk. They is again plural, so walk. It's not walks. If had it been something, okay, he, so then it would have been walks. If the subject would have been singular, then we have to add s to this. He walks. I is exceptional, I singular, but still it will take a plural verb. I walk and not I walks. So remember that group case 1 and group of subject case 1 and case 2. So I comes in a case 1. So case 1 takes a plural verb. So I hope you understand. We will see negatives, how to form a negative of simple present tense, and this is very important for you as a student because here you make many mistakes while writing your answer. So what happens when the question is asked in simple present tense? So you want to answer, you want to make a negative of it. Let's say, so he writes a letter. It's a singular, and verb is also singular. If you want to form a negative of it, so here you could see you have to use does not, and this does not will be used with the singular case 2. He, she, it, case 2. So we will use does and not. And here you could see chains. Here it's a right, but here is a right only. So how does this happen? Because this es has been used here. This es that was with the right is used. Do plus es. Do plus es. So this become does. So you just assume that the es has been added here, and that's why there is no es. So he doesn't write a letter. Remember this, he writes a letter, es is there, but when you say does not, so you will use the plural form of the verb because es is already there. Now next, he sings a song. Similarly, she doesn't sing a song. Again, you could see that this sings has become sing because does has come here. Now this is plural. Together, case to study, this is a plural. So they walk 2 miles, plural, and here it said do not walk, not does. As in case of singular he and she, it was does, but if the subject is plural or case 1, I, we, you, they in plural, that time you will use do not and not does not, and this walk will remain walk only. So this is, you have to see, when using does you are going to remove that s or es, and if it's a plural you will use do not and not does not. So these are the negative. Now looking at the interrogative. So interrogative sentence, again you will be using does, okay, and this right. So here you make mistake when the question is asked. He writes, okay, he writes a letter, okay. So here you will use is interrogative. Does he write a letter? Okay. Next, she sings. So you will start with does. Does she sing a song? Here they walk 2 miles, so it will start with do they walk 2 miles. Do they walk 2 miles? And question marks at the end of every sentences. So this is how you can form interrogatives. You have to remember this. Now we are moving with present continuous tense, and the uses of present continuous tense is that for something happening at the time of speaking. For example, Ram is playing football. You can use now here. Okay, planned future actions also. If something is well planned in the future, that can also be used in a present continuous tense. For example, the PM is meeting US President tomorrow. just mark here the action is going to be done tomorrow, and that is future. But because it's a well planned, so it can be used in simple present tense. PM is meeting. Okay. I am going to meet my friend tomorrow. Another example. Okay, the emphasis of the present moment. I am working as a teacher. So it's a emphasize on the present moment. Okay. And to indicate progressive change, if something is regularly going to change or something progress is going to take place in something, okay, my English is improving. So it is not the thing is happening right now, but there is a regular progress in the change. Change means the status of my English is improving. So that time also, and to denote frequent action, it frequently something having you are always looking for false. Okay, so this is a frequent action. You are always complaining against me. You are always behaving rude. So it's not he's behaving right this moment only, but it generally happen every time or every now and then. So these are the uses of the present tense. When you write your paragraph or essays or anything, that time you have to be careful. Now generally, here I'm just going to show you that is this indicating the present time, and here is the past time, and here is the future time. If anything happening here during the present time, so that is generally described in present continuous tense. Present, we are talking now, so I'm teaching you, so I will say I am teaching you. Okay, so this is only a drawn to make you understand. So I think nothing, it's not happening in future. Exceptional are there. I've told you, if anything is planned, well planned, that can also, that action is going to take in the future, that can be used in a simple present. But generally, the things that is happening in the present time that are described in present continuous tense. And if we talk about the verb forms, so here I is different. That is not with that group. I, we, you, they is a different. Okay, so here you can say it's not with that group. I, we, you, they. Here the we, you, they, and plural. We, you, they, and plural. Plural is not written here, but you can assume that is here. And here singular is not written here, but singular you can assume here. So with I, you, will, am plural, ing form of the verb. Here we, you, they, another plural. You using are. Okay, I am writing a letter. They are writing a letter. Okay, and here is he is writing a letter. Ram is writing a letter. So it's simple, you know that. Okay, I'm proceeding further example. So Raman is sleeping. Ing form of the verb. Here you could see. Okay, they are having dinner. Again, ing, are, and ing is a singular, is an ing. Okay, look, is it a singular? Is lying, ing form of the verb. They are leaving, ing, are, and leaving. So this is very simple. If you say more examples are I am writing with I, so it's I am writing, he is learning computer, and we are meeting principal office tomorrow. This action is going to be done in the future, but it's a use, it expressed in simple present tense because it's a well planned program. It's a well planned action that is going to happen tomorrow. So we are meeting you in the principal office tomorrow. Okay, you are complaining about me. This is that action that generally every now and then happen. Okay, a negative. So suppose this is a positive sentence. I am learning computer. So very simple to form negative. You have to add not to that. I am not learning computer. If so, I am meeting you in the principal office tomorrow. So simply add not. I am not meeting you in the principal office tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. Now interrogative. So I am writing a letter. This is, let's say, positive sentence and how to make it negative. You have to just shift. Am this is auxiliary verb. It's only called auxiliary verb or helping verb. So this you can put in the beginning of the sentence, and I will come here. We'll see this. See, I is coming here and am is going there. So again, one more thing, you have to put the question mark also. This become, am I writing a letter? This is interrogative. Similarly, one more sentence. He is, he will come here, and is will go there. Okay. So is he cooking food? One thing is missing there. That is your question mark. So, is he cooking food? So, this is how you can make a interrogative sentences. Okay. So, this is over. Now, we are going to learn about the present perfect tense. Present perfect tense means to describe those actions that was started in the past, okay, but continued in the present and just finished at this moment only. It's not going on now, just finished just before the present time. Okay, so for example, I have done my homework, or even to express what happened in the past without stating a specific time. We don't know the specific time, but something has already. Okay, so he has lived in Mumbai for many years. We are not mentioning here any time, a specific time. Okay, but we just want to tell that something happened in the past. So here we'll understand little bit. For example, something started in the past. This is past, you already know. So some action is started in the past, and here you are making a statement and just finish. The work finished just here. Okay. So that can be expressed in the present perfect tense. Suppose I started writing a letter 2 hours before, 2 hours before, and I continue writing, and here at the present time when I think I have finished it, I will say I have written my letter. I have done this. I have done that. Okay. So just at the present moment, if some work is started in the past and the present moment is finished, it's not going on now, but just before the present time, it's finished. So, for example, when we ask you to write a question, to write an answer to any question there, and then you generally say after writing the question, just moment you finish answer, just moment you finish writing the answer, you say I have done so. I have done so. The same thing. Okay, so this we call simple. Oh, sorry, present perfect tense. Okay, now perform. Perform again. This case one group has come here. I, we, you, the, and plural. Plural will also be there. So have with these, this case one, I can say this case one, we will use have plus third form of the verb. And the next case is he, she, it, and singular. So you will use has plus third form of the verb. So these are the verb form we are going to use. For example, we see some example. I have done the work. Very simple because I. So with I it will be have plus third form. Do, did, done. Third form. Done. Do is the first form. Did is the second form. And done is the third form. Okay. More example. Ram has eaten. The second case subject, singular subject. So that's why it's a has, but the verb is the third form only. Next, Mohan, again singular subject. So has written the letter. Has written the letter. So I, we, you, they, it will be have plus third form. He, is it, and singular, it will be has and third form. Now negative. So Hari has not finished his work. Okay, so you have to just add not to that has and finished. Between has and finished means it's again auxiliary verb and it's a main verb. Between that you have to add not. You have not met Ravi and Tom has not returned answer yet. Okay, now interrogative. Has she completed her homework? It will start with the auxiliary verb has. Okay, and third form will be there. This has and have will be according to the your subject. So you, then a case on IV you they. So it's a have. Okay, and third form of course. So have you taken here? Very simple. And here because it's a singular one, it's the singular, so it's the has. This is not plural. It can be plural and singular, but it comes in a case one, so it's a have. Okay, again singular. Case two, so has. Third form, third form, third form. So interrogative. Now next is the present perfect continuous tense uses when the work was started in the past but is still going on. It's still going on. We don't know how long it will go. We'll try to understand here. So the work was started there and is still going on up to here. Up to here. It is going on. May go in the future. We don't know. So it's not just starting. If anything you have started here only, so that will be described in a present continuous. Okay. But if you want to say that something has started in the past, maybe you may mention the time how long the work is going on. So it's a simply you don't want to mention the time the how long the work was going on or work is going on. You'll say I'm writing letter. I'm not mentioning how long I have been writing the letter. But if I want to say about for 2 hours, I have been doing something. Okay, for these many years, from this point of time, I have been doing something. Then we will use the present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous tense. So, for example, for 2 weeks, I have been learning English. So I will use I have been learning English for 2 weeks. Here I say 2 weeks. 2 weeks. If I simply say I'm learning English, so that means I'm not mentioning anything. That how long I have been learning. I say okay, I will simply say I'm learning English. Maybe at this moment, I just want to emphasize at this moment I'm learning English. So somebody say okay, what are you doing? I'm saying I'm learning English. Okay, but when I say for a long period of time, let's say I have been living in this house since 2018. So that means this is 22 years I have been living in that house. So for that we use any action that is started in the past and is still going on. We don't know in the future it will go, and we want to emphasize that how long the action has been going on. That time we will use simple present perfect continuous tense, and now we're talking about the verb form. So again this case has come here. Okay, case one, I, we, you, they, and plural. So with that we will have plus been and plus ing form. I have been reading a story for 2 hours. You have been doing this work for 3 hours. Okay. Now he, she, it, and with that we'll use his. This is second. He, she, it, and singular. So he has been living in this town for 2 years. She has been learning the guitar for 2 hours. So I, we, you, they, and plural have been plus ing, he, she, it, and singular has been. Okay. We'll see some example. Okay, I have been running for 2 hours. Very simple. Ahmad has been working here since 1999. We have been waiting here all day. So these are the example. Negative. We say I have not been running for 2 hours. Ria has not been working here, and we have not been waiting. It's a very simple thing. Okay, interrogative is done. Now next tense, it's simple past uses to express an action that is started and finished in the past. So the action is started in the past and is finished in the past only. Example, we bought a new car yesterday. So we started buying in the past only and we finished it buying in the past only. Okay. To express our habit in the past that are discontinued now. So any habit that we were doing, so but now it is discontinue any action that we were doing in the past but it is now discontinued. So that can also be. I played cricket when I was a child. Okay, so it should be capital I. Okay, so this type of action. Now conditional sentences can also be expressed. So if I know your address, I would come. It should be. It's wrong here. It should be new. It should be new. Okay, and this is a second form. Okay. So if I knew your address, I would, again it should be capital, I would come to visit you. Okay. So these are the uses of simple past tense. Now we are going to talk about the subject. So it's no case here. Case 1, case 2, all are together. I, we, you, they, singular and plural, he, she, it, everything is there. Okay. We are going to use the second form of the verb. The second form of the verb. Ed or second form. Sometimes we make a second form by adding ed. Sometimes it's a different. So the write, a wrote. Okay. Read is read only. Pronounce read. Okay. Walk will become walked. So second form is generally. Okay. Now this is very simple. The action started here and finished in the past only. Started in the past and finished here only. Okay. It's not coming anywhere here. Okay. So this to understand. Example we will see. I met Sunil 2 days ago in Mumbai and they got back very late last night. Every action was being done. In the past only I had this job in 2008. I mean I learned English when she was in Goa. Okay, so you could see here the past sentence, second form of the verb met, got, had, learned. Here you can mention time about. Okay, sometimes we don't mention time. Okay, for example, I wrote a letter to my father, so I'm not mentioning. Maybe I may mention I wrote a letter to my father yesterday or 2 day back. Okay, so these are now if you say negative. So here you can see these are the positive sentence. I sang a song. So here it's important. Okay, I didn't sing a song. It's become sing from song because this did already in the past form. So you have used one verb in the past form, the second form, second verb. This is a main verb. So this will be now first form only. So we played hockey, so we didn't play hockey. Now, did we add a did not, and it become play from played. Okay, she wrote a letter, so she didn't write a letter. Very simple. So this interrogative is same thing. Okay, I sang a song. Did I sing a song? So it will begin with did or do. Did because all will be started with a did. Okay, so did I sing a song? Did we play hockey? Did she write a letter? Okay, so first form, and begin with did and question mark of course would be there. Okay, so next past continuous. So to express the actions that were going on at some point in the time, this is a time, okay, so time, in the time, in the past only. So we will see here. So we'll try to understand with this diagram. Okay, this is one action of time in the past, or one point of a time, you can say, in the past, and during this time, point in time in the past, something was going on here. Okay, so suppose somebody came at my home. This is one action in the past, this is present, this is present time, this is one action in the past. Okay, somebody, let's say Ravi came to my house. Okay, so this is one action that happened, and during that time something was happening here. So when Ravi came my home, so let's say I was sleeping. So I was sleeping this time when Ravi came. So with respect to this action, something was going in the past. So to express this type of action with respect to any other action in the past, we use past continuous tense. We'll try to understand with example. Okay, I was watching TV when my mother came in. See, two actions are there. So the mother came in. This is used simple past tense. My mother came in. So in the past, let's say this is present. So in the past, something was happening here. Mother means mother came here. Okay, this is the point when mother came here and something else was going on there. So that was, I was watching TV. So mother came here. This point in time in the past will be used simple past tense, came, second form of the verb, and this will be described that was going on there. That will describe in the was, were, and ing form of the verb. Here we'll see. Okay, I was plus ing form, plural, we, you, they. Okay, even you, yes, were plus ing form, he, she, it, and singular, was, and ing. So these are the form of the verb. Now we'll see some example. Ravi was sleeping when the bell rang. So you could see what happened in the past. A bell rang. Okay, that's the present. This here in the past a bell rang. What is happening that time? Ravi was sleeping. So two actions are there. This is simple past. Okay, something happened in the past, and that time something, one more action was happening here. So bell rang in the past, and that time one more action was happening there. Ravi was sleeping when the bell rang. Another example. We were having dinner when the lights went out. What happened in the past? The light went out this time, and we are taking our dinner, or we were having our dinner. Okay. Okay, while Ramesh was playing, his sprained his ankle. So he sprained his ankle. Something happened in the past during that time Ramesh was playing. So these are the example. And this will be continue in the next video. For today it's over. All the best.